longevity.com. That is your source really for any of the longevity information. Look at that, did some screenshots, didn't realize how many screens I have open, so you can see what I've been looking at. Okay, so this is the home page of longevity, and you'll see the rotating. And now this is not a live call, so if you're asking questions, hey, can you click on this? These are screenshots, and I wasn't able to do a live call because we don't do screen sharing very well through GoToMeeting. So this is your home page, and you'll always see some rotating ads here. It also scrolls down a long ways. You'll get information about Dr. Wallach, about products, different links that you can do. There's always lots of different ways to get to information. I'm going to show you some of that as we go through. Of course, on our screen is our Claim Your Independence with Longevity. It's our CEO Mega Pack. It's our best sponsoring promotion that we have. So in order to bring people into longevity, we sell a CEO Mega Pack that is normally $4.99, and it's on sale. We don't do this very often, so this is a pretty big deal. And you save $100 off. Now, I know that there's been a delay in getting the Mia Alicia kit out. We have the contents, and it should be out by Friday. So hopefully, maybe tomorrow, but for sure by Friday, I was told. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So when you're at this screen, there's a couple of things that you can do here. Obviously, you can go to 90 for Life. You can do your products here, or you can go to Opportunity or More. Store is straight into buying. You can see by the flag here that I'm in the U.S. version. There is a Spanish version and now a version for New Zealand. So you can tell that I'm on the English version here. One other thing I wanted to show you, and that is the sign up to receive our free newsletter. If you want to get a newsletter, newsletter is really emails that go out. In addition to, we have a monthly newsletter, but you'll get emails about the different calls that happen. And oftentimes we'll put different promotions on there. For example, this is one I just got not too long ago. It comes from newsletters at Longevity, so you'll want to make sure that you have liked that in your email system so that they don't go to spam. And I wish I could scroll down because this, just like our home page, has several. We call these, you can see the Go, CEO, and Save. Those, we call them Facebook squares or information squares. So as you get a newsletter, you can scroll down. Now, just a word of caution, you'll see some on every email. So, for example, we have a Super Saturday for Longevity that we're backing up to the Mia Alicia forum because we had an extra room there, and waste not, want not. So we made sure we had another event going on at that same time, and you'll see that on there. So every email that goes out, that will be on there, and you'll see that on the newsletter. So you'll want to scroll down, even though it looks like, oh, this is repetitive. I've seen this, I've seen this, I've seen it. Just scroll down real quick and see, oh, I haven't seen that one, because there's a reason that the call is going out. For example, this email is to announce the Healthy Body 90 for Life Challenge call tonight. And I'm going to go into that a little bit later, but just wanted to point that out. Okay, so let's go back to that main screen. So now normally when you come here, you will probably click on the More button because that gives you more options. Now you can scroll all the way down to the bottom and then there's a bunch of links there, but when you click on More, it gets you there faster. So now it takes you to all of the different links that we have, and again, there's going to be multiple ways for you to get to these pages. But let's go over some of these. Oh, went too far. Okay, so people, Dr. Joel Wallach. Dr. Joel Wallach is our founder. He's the one who has created the 90 for Life and has some great information in there. So please listen to those when you can. If you were on the call that we had a couple weeks ago, we had our president, Bill Andreoli, on, and myself. One of the things that Bill gave as counsel to you designers coming in is to don't feel like you have to know everything. There's a lot of information on this page, and we have a lot of brands, and each brand has a different product line, and the reasons they have that, their mission, the reasons they have these products or about the products. There's a lot of information there, so don't feel like you have to know that. These are things that as you're driving down the road and you want to sharpen the saw, and you want to learn more information, click on these, put them on your phone, access them from your phone so you can listen to a recording as you go. Don't feel like you have to know everything before that, okay? So just going through there, you'll have an idea of what our mission is. What's the Youngevity mission? Who's on the management team? What does Steve Wallach look like, or Michelle Wallach, or Patti Gardner for that matter? Our brand ambassadors are our celebrity ambassadors, like Mary Lou Henner will be at the Mia Lisi event. I'm pretty excited about that. We had to do some arm twisting to allow them to come out last minute like that. We usually book her pretty far in advance. Just, a fun bit of information. If you don't know Mary Lou Henner, she's a great woman. She has a wonderful story. She has one of the very few people in the world that have a photographic memory, meaning she has total recall. Can you imagine having total recall? Your husband would never lose a fight or never win a fight, right? Because she remembers everything. But she's great personality, great lady. We sent, Annalise sent her a care package of jewelry, and she wore it on one of the shows that she did the recording for, Ellen DeGeneres, and it's not airing until January is what she told me. So we'll make sure that we get that out though, because it's always fun to see celebrities on air, endorsing our products. So it'll be fun to be there. You'll be able to take pictures with her, and she's pretty excited about being able to be at that event. Scientific Advisory Board, Athletic Advisory Board, those are really to tell you and just show you the pictures of that it's not just our corporate staff that creates these products. We have a board, a diverse board that helps with the products, and that helps us stay on the cutting edge because each one focuses in a different area, and so they bring to attention the things that are new and coming up in that area. Company, we've got events, calls, careers, blog news, Be the Change, investors. I'm going to go over most of these. Careers is if you want to come to Youngevity to work, you're welcome to apply. You do have to give up your distributorship, as employees don't have accounts. Blog and news, that's a place, again, ongoing information, anything that goes out in the newsletter, specials, announcements. We're a public company. When we have our quarterly calls, all of those go into that information, so you can check those out as well. Be the Change is our foundation that we support, and there are specific products that all of the profits and proceeds go to Be the Change. There's jewelry, there's coffee. My mind just went blank. There's a variety of products there that go to the Be the Change program, and we have several different programs that we support there. So you can click on that, and we're always looking for more. So if you have an organization that you would like us to evaluate or consider as part of that program, there is a link in the Be the Change site page that you can send information to. Investors, that's just if somebody was looking at investing in Youngevity, it will give them some information. Then of course the support material, contact us. Live chat is a great source for quick questions that you don't want to stay on hold for. You'll notice, as with any company, during peak times, which happens to be the last day of the month and the first days of the month, or holidays, days after holidays, our phone lines really get backed up. I know Susie was complaining to me this morning that she had 40 in queue all day yesterday. So we, of course, try to manage that. You just can't bring people on for just those peak times. So live chat is a great source for information. Resource Business Center, we're going to go into those as well, just through another button. And then My 90 for Life is your back office, your personal back office. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with events, and I'm going to go through really those areas there and show you, again, those different links. And don't forget, if you have questions as I go through, type them in the question section just so that I can address those as we're on those screens. So we just clicked on the events button. Now you can see that now that there is a new new navigation bar at the top: news, training, resources, call, events, promotions, recognition, and mall. So we're in the events page. As a distributor, you can enter your event here. So if you're having an event that is open to everyone, you can send it to events@youngjevity.com and we can get that up for you. And we post them here. You can sort, say I only want to see corporate events, I want to see distributor trainings, I want to see where Dr. Wallach is he in my area? Reoccurring events, something that they'll hold it every Saturday or something like that. So you can really filter it down. You can also go by location. So I only want things that are close to me, or I've got some friends in Texas that want to see something. I'm going to filter Texas, see what's going on there. But that's all of the events that you can filter in there and get information on. So, okay, now we're going to click on calls at that top button, and we're going to go to that next page. Okay, Youngevity loves calls. We love doing training calls. So not only corporate, but we also have many of our distributors, our leaders, brands, will do different separate calls. So again, don't feel like you have to get on every call, every webinar, read every or listen to every training to know what you're doing. There's if I could scroll down here, there's a very long list of calls. I actually started writing them out. Before I do that, I wanted to point out that you can download a conference schedule right there, and you can also go back to meetings by clicking that Find button. But let's take a look at some of the calls. I actually gave up because I was running out of room, and you can scroll down on that. And I'll tell you about some of these. Hair and Fire calls, the daily call. It's every morning. And I'm sorry, these are Mountain Standard Time. I wasn't going to put all time zones, so you can convert it to your time zone. Hair and Fire is done every morning by Tom Chenault. Tom Chenault is one of our ambassadors. You can say he's kind of at the top of the tree organization. You are in his organization. He is Scott Fardulis's upline senior vice chair, and so therefore he is yours as well. And he's actually vice chair to a lot of people. So that's a Hair on Fire call. It is, it's one of those motivational things. He likes to get on there and get on a little tangent. There's no rhyme or reason, no set subject. Don't get up early for it unless you're ready to be really motivated in the morning. You can check that out. I think it's 10-15 minutes. Really, it's a get your day started type of a call. Daily Dose every morning, and you know what? I actually didn't look through here for spelling, so I apologize if there's something I just did this morning, so apologize up front. Daily Dose every morning, 8:30 Mountain Standard Time. That is I'll say a company-driven call because Mike Randolph coordinates that call, but it's really done by different leaders. And again, these are Mountain Standard Time calls, so adjust to your time frame. Your time zone. I love this call. It is 30 minutes. It is, again, it's driven by a couple distributors run it for Mike, but there's a different speaker on every day. Now, some of them are set. I think like Dr. Lewis, I believe, is on Mondays. Mike Randolph is on Wednesdays. But then there's guest speakers, and you will, as you come into the business and are here longer, we'll get some of your Mia Alicia leaders doing this. This is business training. It's whatever they want to train on. I've gotten on there and I've talked about dreaming. So it's very motivational, and it could be strictly business. I think Mike did leadership skills just the other day. Listening to him, you can go back and listen to some of those calls. They're all recorded, and I'm going to show you how to get to those. The opportunity recording, you can get to that anytime. If somebody wants to hear about the business opportunity, it's there. You just play it, and it goes. So that is not a call time. It's just in the call section. Now, you'll notice that I've also bolded some of the calls, and those are the ones that I'd suggest you get on. The 90 for Life training call Monday. Now, these are actually on the summer schedule, those two back-to-back, 90 for Life training call and the leadership call. Mondays, one is at 2 o'clock and one is at 3:30. The 2 o'clock is done by Mike Randolph, and it's training. And it's kind of like the Daily Dose call, where it's just a different training subject each time. Sometimes he'll have one of the leaders come on and do that for him. But again, it's general training. It's not necessarily 90 for Life training or Heritage Maker training or compensation training. is just business training. So, you know, there's a lot of that out there. There's a lot of great skills. It's 30 minutes. It's usually a great, it's a good call. I enjoy it. The leadership call, oh, as I mentioned, those 2 calls are on a summer schedule. We normally hold them Monday night starting at, no, I'm sorry. He holds his training call on Sunday and leadership calls on Monday night, but for the summer, we've moved them to the daytime. So leadership call, we have all of our VPs on there. Often we have Bill on there, and that's a place to get updated information. I usually report every time on events, what's coming up. Britt Cloward reports on marketing, any promotions that are coming, changes to the website, things like that. Mike Casperson reports on compliance. I know compliance, but he always makes it really fun. He's the only one that I know that can make compliance fun. And then we have guest speakers on. So we'll rotate through leaders, and they'll come on and they'll have, you know, again, a tip to share with you, a business training. For example, we just held one, and of course it was on CEO Mega Packs, right? Because how do we sell them? How do we move them? That's the focus right now. That's the promotion. Okay, let's go through some of the others. The 90 for Life call, and you can see the time, and I put a name, Renton. That means that is a distributor. He is one of our chairmen, very, very knowledgeable, kind of like a Dr. Wallach without the degrees behind him. So great information there about 90 for Life. 90 for Life Forum, Joanne Conaway, that's a woman. She's got her doctorate, also very good. So again, more health related. The essential oils call, you'll actually find 2 of those. This one on Tuesday night is done by Brenda Wright, and I have to admit I've never attended that call. But I know Brenda. She's actually coming to the Myelicia Forum, and we'll be training there. So you'll have a chance to meet her, and maybe you'll want to join the calls later. The Healthy Start System, Tuesday night, 7:15 is when that starts, and it's Smith, and that is Todd Smith. Todd is also one of our founding leaders, one of the very first people into longevity, traveled across the country with Dr. Wallach. If anyone knows the system, it's Todd and his partner Blake Graham. This is a great training session. I wouldn't listen every Tuesday, but I would get on and listen. This is a call that you could bring guests to if they wanted to learn about the health and wellness system. So, excuse me, it's actually an hour-and-a-half call, and it's broken, and it starts at 7:15, so it goes pretty late, especially if you're East Coast. But the first half hour is a briefing, so it's talking about really the business opportunity, and then it goes into product training, and then it goes into business training. So the idea is, okay, let's get them started. They're interested in the business, answer those questions, and then we go into product training, business training. Great call. They also do this live if you happen to be in Utah, is where they're based. But it is a good call, and once you hear it, you'll know if you have somebody that needs to hear that, where to send them to, and you'll feel more comfortable doing that because you've actually attended the call first. Heritage Makers has a memory keeping event just once a month, and it's done by corporate Tuesdays at 9 a.m. Okay, so the email that I told you I got through was for the Healthy Body Challenge. Love this call. I used to co-host it, and then got busy, so we kind of divided. But this is done by our coach, our Healthy Body Challenge coach. His name is Sanjeev Javia, and people like to call him Coach Jeevers. And you can see him. You can also go to the healthybodychallenge.com, and that's a full website on the Healthy Body Challenge, and that's using the 90 for Life system, the Healthy Body Packs, to gain health, vitality, lose weight, just live a better life. The thing that I love about this call, and it's a half hour, is that he rotates subjects. So it could be on women's health. I think last week was on sunscreen, going out into the sun and what you can do. And he's done it on, he's very big on diabetes and insulin levels, and he studies a lot about that. So the thing that I love about this is it's not just, hey, take the Healthy Body Pack, or digestion pack or whatever one he's talking about. It's not. It's about the things in the environment. It's gaining knowledge about food, environment. issues that are going on right now that we don't know about, like diabetes. I've learned more about insulin and diabetes and sugar and things than I ever knew by listening to those calls. Again, he's a very down-to-earth. It's not a, you know, take this pill and get fixed. It's let's live a healthy lifestyle. And so a lot of great information on that Healthy Body Challenge website as well as on this call. The next call I wanted to point out is the Essential Oils call. That follows the Healthy Body Challenge. So if you want to spend an hour on that night, or again, just listen to the recordings is great. You don't have to be on it live, but if you want to invite somebody to one of these calls because they want to learn more about oils, you want to get on first so that you can kind of set the stage for them. Leanne King talks about different oils every night. She usually tries to partner with Sanjeev. So if he's talking about digestion, she'll talk about what oils work for that area. If he's talking about sun, she'll talk about sun type things. So she's also a great oils trainer, and I'm going to give you some more information about a website. I know many of you are interested in the oils. The basic training call. Oh, I didn't put a name after that one. This one is done by Barb Pitcock. It's Saturday morning at 8 o'clock. Barb is one of our senior vice chair women. And so, you know, it's always fun coming from a party plan. When Heritage Makers came in, we really resonated with Barb because she was a woman, and she has that a very personable attitude to be around, and great businesswoman. I happen to be she's doing a training in Denver, Colorado boot camp. And I love her no nonsense, let's get down to business, let's make money and be professional. And no hard sell, all of the compassion and tenderness that, you know, would come from a woman. So that's a great call. You can get on that and listen to that Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Now, when you scroll down that web page that has all the calls listed by, you know, they've got a photo there, and then it talks about the call. When you scroll down further, you'll have archive recordings. Now, not all of them are on there, like you don't see any of Barb's on there or anything, but you can see like July 7th Daily Dose. We had Paul Croto, great speaker, leadership call, special guest Scott Ferdulis. You have all of those on there. You can download those and listen to them anytime if you want to hear any type of a pick-me-up. So. Okay, so let's go back to here. We're back to the recordings, and we actually want to be here. We're going to promotions next. And so on promotions, it will tell you the ongoing promotions are like the incentives. So, you know, we kind of intermingle those terms, promotions and incentives. This one will give you a rank recognition. So those people who just rank advanced, if you click on that. The Top Achievers Club is the, we call it TAC for short, T-A-C, and that stands for Top Achievers Club. Now, we just made an announcement that, you know, this is almost over. Longevity distributors have been working on this program for 10 months now. They're on their last 2 months to earn this cruise. It's a 7-day cruise. We have opened that up to you as me, Alicia designers. Welcome into Longevity. Now, of course, there's a set of rules to do it, and you know they're a little aggressive because you're only doing them in 2 months. They've been working to do them for the last 10 and have 2 more to go. And you happen to be coming in a promotional month. So what we've done is it is 4 CEO kits by August, and then an additional 2 by the end of September. And then you also need to be on auto ship, you know, so that you're earning those bonuses that go along with that. And then you need to be qualified. I'm trying to remember from my head. You need to hit rank, paid rank, as SEMD in September and October. So really build your team right now, especially this month. Get that kit out. Get people on the line ready to go, signing up to do business with you. And we want to see you on that cruise. And that gives you a cruise for once. Again, 7-day cruise. I believe Brandy sent out the flyer, so you have all of that. But when you click on that, well, we actually go there in just a few minutes. So the next page is the special media rewards. You can click on that, and it will take you to, you can go to facebook.com/longevity. There's 2 different pages. we're going to get more into detail on Facebook. So I'm just going to show you that for now, and then I'll hit that on the next slide. Healthy Body 90 for Life contest. We run that every 6 months. So it goes from event to event. We have 2 events a year. We have, this next one is Charlotte, North Carolina, and we call that Leadership Summit. And we do Leadership Summit on the East Coast. That's the September one. 6 months later, we're going to do Leadership Summit on the West Coast. And then 6 months later, we're going to have our annual international convention. That happens to be in Salt Lake City, September 2016. Then we're going to go again, East Coast, West Coast Convention, East Coast, West Coast Convention. So there's something every 6 months. This Healthy Body Challenge, we just changed the name. It's Healthy Body 90 for Life contest. Excuse me. Normally in the past it's been a weight loss, and there's some amazing testimonials on there of people who have just taken the 90 for Life and changed their eating habits. And some great stories. Love hearing those, on stage. This year we've changed it. It not only includes the weight loss, but it includes life changes. So obviously we're promoting the health and wellness end here, and those that have had health recovery from taking the 90 for Life packets, the Healthy Body Pack, we'll have a contest with them as well. Great prizes, cash. You get to go to Leadership Summit for free. So check that page out. Again, healthybodychallenge.com. You can get more information there. CEO enrollments. We track, so when you bring in a new CEO, we mark that. Now, we put you on the leaderboard. It's what we call our recognition boards, is a leaderboard. If you ever hear that term, check out the leaderboard. That's where this CEO enrollments go. We have a program called the Healthy Body Challenge, and that's a little bit different. It gets a little bit confusing there. But when you sign up 3 new customers on the Healthy Body Pack on an auto ship, you get your Healthy Body Pack free the following month. So if you do that every month, then you're getting yours free. And that is a leaderboard. We promote the top. I'm sorry, I've gotten mine mixed up. I looked at the Healthy Body again. Okay, CEO enrollments. We track who has the top CEO enrollments. And this month will be out of control because it's on special. So you can check that out. Go and see if, how it's going. Gives you an idea of what your expectations are. How many people do really sign up for $4.99? And again, July will be out of control because it's on sale. And so you know what happens when there's a sale. Everybody runs to it. And I'm going to come back to that blurb about the Healthy Body Challenge in just a few minutes. Okay, let's go to that Facebook page that I talked about. There's 2 Facebook pages. One's the official Longevity page, and that is for distributors only. So what we ask is that you don't post any competitor products or comparing of competitors' products. And yes, we have. Hey, what do you think of Visalis? We don't do that. This is a Longevity page, so there's all kinds of chatter about Longevity. You'll find promotions. You can't share from that page because of the way it's set up, but you'll find promotions. A lot of what you'll find on the Longevity page that I'll talk about in a minute, but a lot of posts. That's a place where you can go safely and ask questions. Hey, what calcium do you like the best? Or, have you tried out the new Creative Memory set? Those kinds of questions can go there. Just check it out and you'll see. But make sure that you join it, and that has to be accepted. We can't add you until we're friends, or you go in and just request in there, and we can approve you there. The next page is the Longevity page. We call it the fan page. It's open. It's open to distributors and customers. Anyone can go on there. That is one that shows the deal day. I actually have a page here. So this is what it looks like right now, right before the call. And it shows the mega pack because, of course, it's on sale. It shows Christmas in July, which, again, we only run specials every day in the month of July. It's going to show the deal day down here. But every Wednesday, we offer a deal day, and that is double QB. I'll go into more about that as we get to deal day. But this is where you see that page. So make sure you go in and like that and follow that page so that you are getting that information. And let's go back. Previous and previous. I wasn't done with that page. Facebook, there's a couple other Facebook pages you might want to be interested in. Leanne King, as I mentioned, really focuses on our essential oil. She is a distributor. She's not officially a corporate member. However, she always does our corporate, she and Brenda Wright do our corporate events for us. She'll be at convention. She's put together certified training. So on Facebook, you can find Aroma Share or Leanne King and join her Facebook page. And she's always posting recipes and things, blends that you can do. Or she's really good about asking questions. What oil would you use for, you know, a digestion or a headache or, you know, something like that. Heritage Makers also has its own Facebook page, and there we post ideas and different layouts and things like that. Sometimes they'll do challenges. You know, let's create a sports page, and then we give away prizes, things like that. Of course, Me Alicia has their own Facebook page, and MK Collab as well. There's others out there. Those are only a few. Okay, that I showed you. All right, let's go back to this page here, and we're going to go to recognition. And when we click on that recognition on that navigation bar, it will go to, looks like, I'm sorry, I had the wrong screen come up. Sorry, I put you on hold for a minute so I can cough really loud. Okay, so I want to, the other screen will come up in just a minute, but when you go to recognition, there's a couple different types of recognition there. There is rank recognition, and then there will be, I'm sorry, I'm clicking through my slides to see why they're out of order and try and grab that page. No, it is not there. You're just going to have to take my word for it. And what it will be is when you click on recognition, it'll go to a page that talks about rank recognition, and that is our different chairman, vice chairman, and you'll find pictures and bios. I think it goes all the way down to PMDs. So that's just great to see who's who and a little bit of information about them. But in that, in recognition, you'll also find the Top Achievers Club. When you click on that, there's a button that it comes to this screen, which gives you, as I mentioned, that leaderboard. So when you click on the leaderboard, if I could scroll down, it would show who has the most points and what they're on track to qualify for. But there's also different links. You can get the flyer, download the worksheet. We help you plan out TAC. This will be the same for the next TAC program. So this will be a place that you'll want to go later. But there's an Excel worksheet, so you can do it online. I can plan out my business plan and then track it as we go. So that's the recognition. One thing I wanted to point out was on that recognition page, when you clicked on that recognition link, I'm going to go back there. So when you click on this recognition link up here, it goes to like rank type recognition, not promotion recognition. That is under promotion. So if you're like the leaderboard that I talked, the Healthy Body Challenge leaderboard, those types of things. Sometimes we'll run incentives that build up to events, like we've done a Spin It to Win It contest or things like that. That will be under promotions. Recognition is really rank recognition. So apologize about the slide mess up there. Okay, so let's now go to resources. This is a big one. And I also want to point out that there are, well, I'll point that out at the end. There's two different resources, and it gets a little confusing. We need to change the name of one of them. Let's go to this one. So when you click on the resources on this top navigation bar, you're going to find out product resources, business resources, and other resources. And as you scroll down, you can get that information because it's really all, we're going to click on the product resources, but really all you have to do is scroll down and all of the information is there. So when you go to product information, you've got catalogs. So all of our catalogs are online. We update, like the longevity catalog is updated about every quarter, every 3 months. It's always kept up to date online. So when a new product comes in, or I'll say a price change, but we don't do big price changes. We have very few, but that was a bad example. But it's always, maybe we're out of stock or we've discontinued it, but that catalog online is always updated. That's not necessarily the case with the Heritage Maker catalog or the individuals. Like your catalog won't be updated. If something goes out of stock for some reason, we're not going to go to the online catalog and pull that out. but you have access to all of the catalogs there. 90 for Life resources, information, health and beauty. If you want to know about oils, it'll be under health and beauty and personal care is under there. This is where you can go to get all of the brand information. So you're going to be under beauty and personal care, under under beauty and personal care. And there it will list a separate link to you. I don't know if that's there or not. I should have checked that. Food and beverage, that's your drinks, that's your go foods, things like that. And then you can see Spanish resources, certificates, and reports. As you get into the health and wellness, those certificates and reports will become very handy. Longevity, one of the things we'll probably talk more about at the forum is the efforts that Longevity and Dr. Wallach himself has invested to fight the FDA and have won in several cases. What that means is we're allowed, as a company, we don't diagnose and we don't prescribe, but we're allowed to say that selenium is good for you and give the different reasons why, because we've proven it. We've got that certificate through the FDA. That also means that every other company can also use that. So when I say Longevity is invested, it really is Dr. Wallach's mission to change healthcare. It's not just about longevity. It's his mission to change healthcare. So while he's invested the hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars to do that, everybody gets to benefit. They don't help pay the legal bills, but they do get to benefit because that's his passion. That's his mission. So, all right, business resources. You've got all kinds of resources here, and your trade show flyers, your things that you've had in your backlist, your prospect list of 100. That's what we used to call it at Heritage Makers. Any of our banners, our auto ship order forms, all of that is under there. Product order forms, things like that. So you could access those online and get them easily. Okay, so that was resources, and we're back to this screen. Where did my other screen go? Okay, hang on just a second. I'm going to take you back here real quick. I'm going to go back to this resource center real quick. The screen. Okay, so no, I'm sorry, one more previous. Okay, so when you're here, when you click on this more, there's a resource button there as well that will really open you up to a lot of what we have just talked about. Going into TAC is there. I'm actually going to see if I can, I know this doesn't screen share very well, but let's just see if I can get you on a screen share real quick. Here we go. Hang on just a second. I've got your screen frozen so you can't see it. Okay, so now I'll unpause you. Okay, so hopefully you're able to see that. On my Mac, I can't see what you can see, but when I click on that top button, that more button, this is what opens up here. So here I can go to events, calls, careers, blogs, so you can see it's all there as well. So I go to Resource Center, and yours will just be a little delayed as it comes up. And it looks like the screen, the home page, right? But as I scroll down, you'll see here's Rev It Up, the TAC Dream Vacation, the meeting locator, videos that we have, the longevity mall. So it's really all there again, just in different places. So I click on, I go to more, and I go to resources. This is like my go-to place to find everything. You can see popular articles to the side, newsletters, product recognition training. Again, this is my one-stop shop until I need something specific, and then I would go through those other methods. So more resources, and it takes you to this page, and then if I was to scroll down, again, it just gives you information about those squares that we talked about, and each of those are clickable. So you click on the square and it will take you to more information about that site. That is all that I had prepared. Brandy, I don't know if I haven't seen any questions come in, so I've either put you all to sleep or answered your every question. If you have any questions, go ahead and type them in now. I'll give you just a minute before we end anything else. You know, while I'm waiting to see if any questions come in, let me introduce you to longevity culture, because this is actually a shock, and I think it will be for you guys too. when Heritage Makers came in, we do our calls a little bit different, and yes, it took some getting used to. But when you get on a Youngevity call, yep, I was going to say daily dose isn't like that, but it sure is. When you get on a call, it is very noisy. Everybody, so what we do is we say, hey, welcome to the Youngevity Leadership Call. Please tell us who you are and where you're from, or something like that. We'll say, and everybody's chiming in, and you can imagine on the 4th of July call, there was 1,000, I think 1,300 people, 1,300 people. So everybody's chiming in, saying where they're at, and kind of overlapping, so it's very noisy. And then, of course, we mute the lines after. So you can always mute your line. One of the things that happens, we have to mute the lines because people forget that they have live and they start carrying on conversations. Here's some interesting things. But we go ahead and mute those lines as it comes in. The other thing that happens is, that you'll hear beeps. So every time you've heard that before, every time somebody comes on the call, you hear beep, beep, beep. And we can't shut those off during the call, so it gets a little annoying. And then at the end of the call, we open the lines back up, and then you'll hear a lot of, thank you to the speaker and things like that. So, that's just some Youngevity culture that that you will get used to and adapt to. So it's it's not dead silent when you get on the call like it was when you got on this call. Sorry about that. I think that is it. We're going to go ahead and wrap up this call. There's been no questions come in that I need to go over with everyone. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, it says, it seems that many distributors have personal websites and sell product flyers. How did they develop these? Of course, you have your replicated site, which is the My 90 for Life site, but most of those were done by themselves. Web designing has become so manageable. I don't know how to do it, but a lot of people do and can put together some pretty easy websites. So they've done them on their own and then link them back to their regular page. So I wish I could help you out with that. But become friends with somebody who's a techie, and they can help you do that. How do we do the replicated sites? I don't have any screen shares here, but I know Susie goes into that on the Managing the Back Office, where you get that. Really, it's the Youngevity site, but when you send somebody on there, it has your information on it. So when you send somebody there, it sends them a cookie, so they're cookied to you, and when they sign up, it automatically goes to you. But she will go through that. I know that's being recorded today and I believe posted tomorrow, so we'll get that back office training back up. So, all right, thank you for being on the call. We went a little bit longer than I thought. I'd like to ramble once I get on. I'm so excited about Forum. Everything's coming together quite nicely, and we leave next Thursday, and I'm sure you do as well. So I look forward to seeing you there and for you to see the new jewelry, and it's really fun. I haven't gotten none of the new jewelries in yet. I've only seen samples, but I'm sure having fun wearing all of the other stuff, and introducing you to some of the Youngevity products, the Youngevity leaders, Mary Lou. We're just going to have a great time. So thank you for being on the call, and we will talk to you soon. Have a great day, everyone.